Welcome to our world. I'm Ba'a, 24, and this is my husband, Tom, Chuang, 29. We love cooking simple, cozy meals together in our little kitchen. Our daily lives is filled with ordinary but happy moments. Every morning, I love going to the local market to buy fresh ingredients. Then I carefully pick out the best porks and fresh vegetables for our meals. The market is always bustling with people and lively sounds. It's a familiar routine that connects us to our neighborhood. Street life here is vibrant, filled with motorbikes and local shops. After a long day at work, Tom often stops by the convenience store. Tonight, he's picking up some snacks and noodles for our late-night cravings. The shelves are packed with so many choices, from noodles to drinks. He walks around the aisles to find our absolute favorite items. He knows our pack over how noodles is a must-have for me. He also looks for something refreshing to drink after dinner. Checking out the dairy section to see what's good today. There are plenty of quick meals here, like kimbap and sandwiches. But tonight he is leaning towards snacks and sweet treats for me. These colorful drink bottles always look so inviting. He grabs some chips for us to enjoy while watching a movie later. He knows I love these sweet and savory snacks. Maybe a bottle of melon soju for our relaxing evening together. Just a small treat to unwind after a busy week, and of course, he never forgets my favorite Kit Kat chocolate. His sweet surprises always bring a bright smile to my face. He also grabs a bar of Meiji milk chocolate just in case. Finally, a bottle of strawberry drinking yogurt for me. Then he heads to the counter to pay for everything. Paying digitally is so quick and convenient nowadays. The cashier packs everything nicely into a bag for him. All set, now he is heading back home to me, leaving the bright lights of the store behind into the cool night. On his way back, he passes by a roadside coconut store. The vendor is skillfully chopping fresh coconuts for customers. Sweet coconut water is always a perfect treat in these weathers. She also sells fresh pineapples, neatly packed and ready to go. Watching the late night hustle of local vendors is truly beautiful. Everyone is working hard as the night goes on. It reminds me of the simple values of our daily life. He hops back on his bike and continues his journey home. Riding through the city streets at night feels calm and peaceful. The traffic is lighter now, making the ride very enjoyable. He pulls into a gas station to fuel up for tomorrow. Keeping the tank full ensures a smooth commute to work. He passes by another small grocery shop lighting up the dark street. Today is a beautiful day. These tiny shops are the heartbeat of our neighborhood. Almost there, turning into the quiet alleys leading to our house. The familiar path always gives us a warm, welcoming feeling. Finally home. He pushes his motorbike inside and I am right there. I immediately open the strawberry yogurt he bought and take a sip. Sharing these little things is what makes us happy. He takes his drink to the desk to relax and unwind. Meanwhile, today is a beautiful day. I prepare pork I bought earlier at the market. I wash it thoroughly with salt to ensure it's perfectly clean. Cooking together and caring for each other is our definition of home. A simple day ends with love and comfort in our own space. I start by making a quick, refreshing drink with the yogurt Tom bought. Meanwhile, Tona helps out by refilling our seasoning jar with sugar. This beautiful day, we try to split the kitchen chores to make cooking much faster. A little teamwork always makes our evening routine enjoyable. It is nice to just talk and help each other after a busy day. Keeping everything organized makes our small kitchen feel spacious. Tom is making sure the jar is filled up and ready for us to use. He neatly seals the plastic bag and puts the cap back on tightly. Now that the jar is ready, he moves on to organize other things. He checks the cabinets and finds some extra portable gas canisters. Today is a beautiful day. He safely places them away inside the lower kitchen cabinet. Organizing these small items helps us find them easily next time. Now it is time for me to season the pork strips. I add some seasoning powder and garlic to give it a rich flavor. A dash of black pepper adds a lovely aroma to the dish. I mix the pork thoroughly so the flavors blend in perfectly. I then divide them into small containers and close the lid. Tone takes over the next step, which is preparing the rice. He measures out the right amount of rice for our dinner. He brings the inner pot over to the kitchen sink. He gently rinses the rice a few times with fresh water. Rinsing the rice well ensures we get a perfectly fluffy texture. Next, he heads over to a water filter to fill the pot. Using clean filtered water makes the rice taste much better. He carefully measures the water level before heading back to the cooker. He wipes the outside of the pot and places it inside the cooker. He closes the lid tightly and plugs it into the wall. With a simple click, the rice is cooking and I heat up the pan. I pour a little bit of cooking oil into the pan. Once the oil is hot, I open the marinated pork container. I carefully place each piece of pork into the sizzling pan. The sound of the meat searing always makes us feel hungry. While the meat is cooking, I wash the butternut squash at the sink. I also clean a handful of green scallions for the soup. I start chopping the butternut squash into bite-sized chunks. Butternut squash soup is one of our favorite comfort foods. Then I finely chop the green scallions to garnish the soup later. I turn back to the stove and flip the pork pieces over. They are turning into a beautiful, crispy golden brown color. Next, I fill a separate pot with clean water for our soup. I place it on the gas stove and add some minced meat. Stirring the minced meat helps create a sweet and savory broth. While the broth boils, The fried pork continues to sizzle beautifully. I gently drop the butternut squash chunks into the boiling pot. I add a spoonful of seasoning powder to balance the taste. A little bit of salt of sauce ensures the soup has the perfect flavor profile. I let the soup simmer and carefully skim off any foam on top, testing the squash to make sure it is perfectly tender and soft. Finally, I throw in the chopped green scallions and turn off the heat. I carefully ladle the hot, colorful soup into a large bowl. A sprinkle of black pepper on top finishes the dish beautifully. I also plate the golden fried pork, which looks so crispy. Tom unfolds our small dining table in the living room area. He neatly sets up the bowls and chopsticks for both of us. He then carries our hot dishes from the kitchen to the table. Dinner is served. We sit down together to enjoy our home-cooked meal. Having a warm dinner with my husband is the best part of the day. We share stories about our day and enjoy the peaceful evening. Simple food tastes extraordinary when shared with someone you love. We take our time eating, savoring every bite of the delicious meal. Building a life together means appreciating these small, quiet moments. Our cozy home is always filled with warmth, laughter, and endless love. Our little house feels incredibly warm despite the quiet night outside. Tom scoops up some remaining rice from the pot to finish his meal. He always makes sure not to leave any food behind, appreciating our effort. I take another piece of the crispy pork, still warm and delicious. These quiet dinners are the anchor of our married life. We don't need anything fancy, just simple love and good food. Tom finishes his bowl of rice, looks completely satisfied. We wave and gentle goodbye to the camera, sharing our happiness with you. Thank you for watching a snippet of our simple, loving daily life.